Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Rimworld. Oh, well, we had a pretty stressful time last episode. I say we, I mean me. I guess the colonists probably did as well, but yeah, it was keeping people alive for the most part. We scraped down to our last couple dozen medicines. I pointed out the stack of medicine when there were about 11 left, and I mentioned that that was all of the medicine we had after the caravan was unloaded from their trip. Then I noticed these medicines sitting up here, 17 medicines, and I know that those must have been unloaded from the caravan. I think either Alboyo was carrying them or Brandon was. But either way, yeah. We have extra medicine, more than I thought that we had before. I'm not sure why it's sitting out for so long either. I was sure somebody would have come by to collect it by now. Oh no. Are they eating... They're eating raw human meat right now? We have people set to hunt. Yes, we do. Dweeb, you could probably be improved on that one. Kategriss, you're still wondering, aren't you? Yeah, psychotic state. Dweeb, do you have a weapon? Yes, you do. Ivy, you do as well. Ivy, are you a hunter? Yes. At a Schedule 1, Priority 1, I mean. Let's see, this rabbit is not ours. There's 3 hares within range that are not ours. Let us devour them. 1 raccoon. That's just a doe. That's fine. We'll hunt it anyway. These potatoes are getting close to grown. Some of this corn looks like it's pretty close. Halfway. That's good. Okay, someone did bring in a beast. I think there was an ostrich that was killed for that. Some of this hay grass is almost grown. None of this heel root hardly survived. I may have to move the heel root maybe over to here even, and turn this into rice. This is psychoid, that's smoke leaf. Those aren't incredibly important, so really I could move the heel root down here and the psychoid up here or something. Then the animals get real high eating from raw psychoid plants and stuff. That'll be a lot of fun to watch, you know. So what's the walk speed over these Devil Strand, I wonder? 46, fertility 70, or is that's just the marshy soil itself? Because I can't build over it, and I was wondering if the plants impeded walk speed at all. I mean, they kind of seem to, but it's hard to tell whenever they're just animals poking around. Mitty, please don't feed them human meat, please. Hold this back. Resting? Okay. Ivy, where are you going with that? Don't do that. Horn, you're trying to rest too? Oh yeah, I guess you are a night owl. Koth, you're here. Okay, now he's going to cook now. Ivy, just wait a second. Did he just pick that up as soon as he made it? He did. Okay, Alboyo. Feeding a simple meal. Go ahead and haul this. Hunting a hare? Okay. So now we are going to slowly but surely start building up some meals. Dweeb is helping out too. Wonderful. Oh. I've noticed right away. Drop on the floor. Drop on the floor. Refuel the stoves, please. Okay. Refuel this stove as well. Wonderful. Yeah, with 2 cooks it makes a lot shorter work of the meals and stuff like that. Oh man, let's get back to the world map. I need to get an idea again of how many days we have left for the special events. Not only the healer mech serum, but also the item stash along the way. Which I think is a bionic eye, if I remember correctly. That would be kind of interesting to have, though, as a tribal sort of colony. They shouldn't technically know how those work. Infinite chem reactor. It's equally technologically advanced. 11 days only. So we need to get on top of this. Who... Kategriss, what are you doing right now? Making a knife? Perfect. That's exactly what I was about to have you do. You're reading my mind, girl. This is glorious. We haven't made any yet, so we've got to pump out these 7 knives as fast as possible. A bunch of human meat has been rotting away, that's fine. We've got 9 folk. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9, room for 9 people to live. Unfortunately, these are not quite finished. Very close, but just not quite. Okay. So that was actually accomplished. Mitty, well done. Get him in there. You can do it, girl. Nice. And how are you feeling? A couple of bruises? Nothing to be ashamed of. And you attempt to recruit him right away. See, that's what you get for messing with us. Now do you want to join? And he's in a good mood. Luxuriantly comfortable. Sleeping on the clouds of heaven. Superior wooden bed. This is also superior and excellent. Man. I do need to start tearing down beds and making new ones. Or start making a bunch of new ones and then replace the old ones after the new ones are made. That way we don't have people just laying on the ground everywhere. Something like that. We'll just get started making beds until we have enough really good ones to replace as many of the really bad ones as we can. Wonderful. Oh man, some harvesting would be great. I really think that these potatoes are done, aren't they? 53 only? They look huge compared to the brand new planted ones. Oh, Kategriss, you are still unarmed. How are you doing? You've made 1. Training tortoise 1. Go ahead and continue smithing if you would, please. I really want to get this knife made. Wonderful. It has been made. Surely steel is set to be placed in this stockpile. It's not. Okay. So that's why there's so much of it laying around. Is there any person close by over here? Brandon? Okay, you have built that. Please haul this steel. And then Kategriss won't have to go so far. Oh, here we go. Koth has just pumped out a bunch of beds. A couple of normal, all normal beds. Shoddy, poor, superior, excellent, poor. All of these were really good, weren't they? Superior, poor, 1, 2, 3, 4 beds, okay. Oh, yep, 10 to MIDI. It's perfectly fine. Okay, let's go ahead and get these reinstalled. Right there. Right there. Reinstall. Right there. And then Koth. This one. Okay. Playing poker, wonderful. You and Kategriss can play a few hands. That's perfect. Douglas, I don't want the sandstone slab thing. Go ahead and refuel the smithy here. Training Tortoise 1. I would really prefer that you smith for right now. Tortoise 1 is fine. For the time being, we have way too many wild boars. That's the way it should be, right there. Bull 1, poor guy, all by himself still. Mitty is fully healed. Who did it say was pregnant? One of the wild boars, of course. These 3 are toast. They're juveniles only, but once they get grown, we will toast them. Probably these 2 as well. We'll just see how it goes. I know it's a sad deal, but that is what happens. Only 3 knives to make left. That's wonderful. I don't know if you could tell the excitement in my voice, but I am certainly excited. We're keeping up with meals, but we don't have many. 14 is not many at all. Oh, the heat wave that I had completely forgotten about is finally over. Wonderful. That's going to make it pretty cold in the rooms that do have the passive coolers. Let's go ahead and cancel the blueprints that haven't been completed yet. Okay. All the knives have been made thanks to Kategriss. Oh. Wonderful job. Okay, so now we can unsuspend. Yep, tribal wear was already unsuspended. We don't need recurves anymore now that we have great bows. I think that's pretty reasonable. Tribal headdress, we're fine on. War masks, we probably could use. Psychoid Pecco, let's make a bunch of tea. Okay. What is this? Douglas? Zhu? Still? We still have things left over from her adventures here. Poor Zhu. You know what we need? We need, as beautiful as it is to have an overgrown cemetery area, we need to get these trees cleaned out. In fact, let's just do us a growing zone right back here of roses. There we go. So that'll be super pleasant when people go to visit their dead loved ones. Okay. Mitty, Brandon, and Alboyo are all nude. I can shift tailoring up as a priority. Let's see. Koth, I think crafting. I think crafting is definitely a number 1 by now. Kategriss, you can continue to smith if you so desire. Ivy, I think crafting and tailoring will be fine. Mostly crafting, though. Okay, Horn. Horn's pumping him out. I'm not even going to bother him. Oh, he's a beast. Alright. Harvesting willow tree. Go ahead and refuel both of these stoves. He was going right for it immediately. Only have enough raw food for one more meal. Okay, are there still animals around to be harvested? I'm sure there was a whole pack of muffalo over here. They're set to be harvested. There's 2 mega sloths here that need to be tamed. They're both females, though, so that's a little awkward. Let's see if either one of them want to join us, because I miss Mega Sloth 1. Here's some more danged ostriches, who could indeed perish. Okay, everything else is pretty far away. A whole herd of wild boars. That's good. I feel like this is all wrong. I feel like I could have done this a lot better. Namely, just sort of enclose it first, so that it brings the enemies through a choke point instead of having this huge open area. I know better than this. So I'm not sure what was going through my mind while I was building this. But I've decided against it. I'm probably going to try to get them to tear all of the structures down. I'll leave the traps, and then just build a wall around them, however it works out, to try to funnel enemies into a choke point, where I can have my guys behind cover behind the choke point, because that makes the most sense. This was a little bit crazy, a little bit silly. I like the idea of having several bunkers, but in this particular instance, it just doesn't quite work. Dweeb is greedy for an impressive bedroom. You pig. You absolute porker. Brandon, I see what you're doing. In a way, I sort of appreciate it. Oh, it's taken away the stockpiles there. I'm not sure why that is. That doesn't make sense to me. Let's go ahead and fill that back in. It's not a huge concern, but it's better to have it done by now. Kategriss, you've been unarmed for an extended period of time. Chase down that pig. Get him. He's clearly already trained to haul. Not sure we really need for him to be able to do anything else. Are you ever going to catch that thing? Okay. Trained release. That's pretty good. We have weapons. Here. It's normal recurve bow. You are a shooter? Yeah, you have a passion for melee, but we need you shooting instead. And then everybody else is armed correctly. Horn is unarmed, good. Douglas, Dweeb needs a weapon. A bow of some kind. Where did Dweeb... How'd Dweeb lose their bow? It's a her, right? Yeah, her bow. And we have a lot of jade. I'm pretty sure that crashed in on us on a cargo pods. Okay, well, let's take a look here. 9.2 days. It doesn't take very long to get there, so let's just get ready and go. Koth is going. We'll take him. Mitty, you are our interrogator? What's the word? Negotiator. Negotiating prices? Haggling? Who else? Kategriss, you could go with us for sure. Brandon, you could come along if you like. That leaves Ivy, Alboyo, Horn is a cook, Alboyo is a cook, Douglas cleans, Ivy crafts. So this should be alright. Human will stay. I think Alboyo does wardening at times when he feels like it, so that'll be fine. This might be better than murdering the boars. Maybe we just sell them. Wild boar 14. Are you trained to do anything? Finding food under a roof. Say hauling. 0 hours. So probably not. Got 4 of them. These guys have probably been trained to do something. These might have been trained for obedience. And that's the price difference? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Okay. And so we can trade them if we get, if we run across some cows. I wouldn't mind trading for those. 2.4 days. Okay. Let's take the freshest meals for right now. Okay, it's 2 days. 2.6 days worth of food. That should be enough, provided we aren't stuck somewhere for an incredibly extended amount of time. We're doing okay on carry capacity as well, so we could take along some other things to sell. We need to make sure we have the knives. 7 knives. It doesn't matter either if they're brand new or regular. Let's take those. We could sell these as well. The steel club. And Kategriss was making the good stuff too. Revolver. None of these weapons are in very good condition, so I don't mind getting rid of all of them actually. Shoddy recurve bow, sure. Short bow is good though. I kind of like to keep it around. These weapons are in decent condition, so I'll keep those. What about these dilapidated clothing types? We're doing great on carry capacity right now. Tribal wear, normal 10%? That's crazy. These scyther blades we could take as trade stuff. Let's take some herbal meds, just in case we get injured somewhere. This human leather is worth 420. Let's take those. Goat hide. There's a lot of low volume textiles here. Things that we can't make very much with. The amount of buffalo leather we have is a little overwhelming. That's a lot to trade with though, so we should be doing pretty good. And the most we could actually take with us is like 3 days worth of food. So that's fine. We want to exit at the northeast corner, or just straight east. I wish I could move this so I could see my base to know. It's northeast is where we're headed, so let's just go that way. Confirm. Yeah, we should have popped out at the east. I'm pretty sure we're gonna pop out here and then have to get on the road and then go. So that's a little inconvenient. 1.7 to get there. We may be able to buy some pemmican either here or here. 3.4 days total. That's not bad. may take a little bit of time for them to gather everything up, but hopefully not real long. And just about all of those meals have been made back already. Okay, let's head up here first. Visit item stash. They say that there's no threat. I'll be surprised. It's remaining there for 20 days, so when we get there, I'll have to see how much it weighs. And if it's too much for our current carry capacity, I'll just have to take note of how much it weighs and head to these other places instead. So that'll be the plan on how to execute that. Douglas is doing a clean. Is that really all you do, Douglas? Pretty much. I mean, he can craft and stuff, but cleaning is his forte. Alboyo, what are you up to right now? Hunting? That's good. Yeah, we do have three people set for cooking right now. We just don't have anything to cook at the moment. I do hope that we come across a cow for our bull, because I think that would just be magnificent. I don't know why I feel like they need to be under a roof. See. Which beds are the worst though now? Are the normal beds the bad ones now, I think? Normal. Excellent. If I remember right, all the prison beds are really good. Yeah, excellent and superior on average. Normal. We really need to get the sandstone slabs all done. There's a poor bed. So there's still one poor bed. They're there already? What is this? An ancient lamppost? Road lighting from long ago, no longer functional. Work to build 7. Ancient lamppost. I still can only deconstruct it. It's not going to let me pick it up. Ancient concrete barrier. This is all very interesting stuff. Okay, we're headed to this structure. This is... This is worrisome to me, for whatever reason. I feel like it's going to be guarded. We have places where we can take cover, so we should be okay. Koth, you're so slow, dude. It's so sad. Okay, they said... Ivy. They said there were no bad guys here. That's what the man said. This squirrel. It's trying to get me, I swear. There it is. Infinite chem reactor. Slowly generates chem fuel by a complex series of chemical reactions using atoms extracted from the air. Okay. 35 kilograms. We should be light enough to carry it. Reform the caravan. These guys are all with us, right? Brandon, why are you at minus 0.83? I don't know. Perfect. We have just enough carry capacity right now. Accept. And let's visit, please. Kindness Storm. So that we don't accidentally try to murder them and become desperate enemies. And that's going to be it for this episode. So if you want to catch the next one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.